Tonight at 6, we're hearing from one of the survivors from a triple shooting in Muncie. And this comes as the suspect made his first appearance in court today.
Ryland Davis faces 10 charges, including murder. Ella Rhodes was in the courtroom today as he faced the judge for the first time.
Ryland Davis walked into a Delaware County courtroom expressionless.
We locked eyes as soon as I walked in the door.
Mike Hennessy says that's the man who shot him and his friend on May 10th, when they saw Davis dragging Cheyenne Rains down the sidewalk. They stopped to help her. Then, court documents say Davis shot them all.
From him, no remorse whatsoever.
21-year-old Davis faces 10 charges.
Count 2, attempted murder.
Including murder, attempted murder, and kidnapping.
The pleas of not guilty to counts 1.
The judge entered all not guilty pleas for Davis.
Honestly, I'd like to see him never get out, honestly. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know, but we'll see.
Hennessy still replays the frightening moment in his head.
PTSD is rough.
Returning to work ahead of schedule.
Close personal friends jumping me for doing it, telling me I'm going way too early, telling me I need to listen to the doctors.
Determined to move forward.
Ready for this to be over.
But faithful, the justice system will do its job for him, his friend, and Cheyenne Rains.
He's on the road to getting what he deserves.
Davis plans to hire an attorney and is being held without bail in Delaware County custody. In Muncie, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Hennessy said today his friend who survived that shooting is progressing in his recovery. Davis's next court date is June 29th in Delaware County.
A Hancock County man pled guilty today to drunk driving and causing a crash that killed a 76-year-old woman. Now, under a plea agreement, Alexander Ray of Wilkinson will be sentenced to up to 8 years in prison. Ray owns an auto detailing business, and he was driving a customer's Ford Mustang without permission last July, going 148 miles an hour on State Road 234, when he hit a car that was driven by Adine Hargrove at the intersection of County Road 675 East. Her car broke into 2 pieces. She died instantly.
It has devastated our family. So, yeah, we'll miss her tremendously. She was a retired beautician and well-known individual in the community. She attended church at Willow Branch Church. She helped the community in home ec.
Thank you, Judge.
We learned today that Alexander Ray's sentencing is now set for July 1st.
Let's give you a live look outside. We've seen showers on and off today, but things beginning to clear up, and it looks like the rest of the 7-day forecast. Pretty incredible, Rob.
I'm excited. You know, month of May is always exciting, but once we get past the race, I'm in full summer mode.
You're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the warm temperatures. I'm ready for dry conditions, ready to get on the bike and enjoy some nice weather. Yeah. We have that chance now.
Great.
It's going to be good news. We have to get through some rain first. There's some rain on radar. We do expect those rain showers to move down to the south. There is one flash flood warning that's in place to our east, but that is likely going to be expiring in the next 27 minutes or so. We'll continue to watch those scattered showers. Most of these are just south of Bloomington, although they're still hovering over Lake Monroe. So that's going to be, unfortunately, still causing some problems for the next couple of hours until we get this entire system out of here. It will likely take it through about maybe 8 or 9 o'clock before we see that gone. That flash flood warning, as I mentioned, goes until 6:30. Still some flood advisories, meaning that we did have a lot of heavy rain that still has to drain. Some of the creeks may still be elevated. Keep that in mind. Also, we're looking at most of the system getting out of here and the temperatures trying to drop tonight. But once they get down into the low 60s, we could see a little bit of patchy fog develop. So watch for that tomorrow morning. There's still a lot of leftover moisture, and I think we'll see that tomorrow with some patchy fog. And then look at the rest of this forecast. Tomorrow, near 80, lots of sunshine, beautiful forecast. And I've got many more days in the 7-day just like that.
Thanks, Rob. We'll check back for more. In the meantime, property tax relief is now coming to Hoosier veterans after the governor signed a new law that expands a property tax deduction for totally disabled veterans.
Tonight, as our Jenna Webster explains, this means that some vets won't have to pay property taxes.
The new law increases the property tax deduction from $14,000 to 100% the assessed value of the home, meaning for veterans that are considered 100% disabled, they won't have to pay a property tax on the home.
Governor Mike Braun ceremoniously signed the bill into law Wednesday morning.
It also removed a $240,000 assessed value cap, which previously meant disabled veterans with homes above that value didn't get all the tax deduction benefits. Theron Thomas is one of those vets.
We're such a small percentage, you know. I don't know that it's going to make much of a dent in the overall taxes for the state of Indiana, but it is certainly a blessing for people, and more so as I'm getting ready to find out, right? There's a lot of veterans out there living VA check to VA check.
The new law also ends property tax deductions and replaces it with a set of annual tax credits. It means a veteran who served in wartime and has a disability rating of 10 to 90% can get a $350 credit. That can then be stacked with a $250 credit for vets 62 years and older. Governor Braun says this new system will give back more than $46 million to disabled veterans. It'll apply to tax bills payable in 2027. In Bloomington, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
And today, Governor Braun also acknowledged they've received a lot of complaints about property tax assessments. Tonight, we know that state lawmakers are studying that topic ahead of the next legislative session. The Fiscal Policy Committee was directed to review how property values are determined for tax purposes. They'll be looking at reports on automated valuation models, along with a study on deductions and exemptions.
Residents in a Westside Indianapolis neighborhood are now seeing an increase in their property values, and it's all thanks to several new housing developments there. Our Brandon Schaff went to Martindale Brightwood and spoke with one homeowner there who says he's seen the living conditions improve throughout the years.
Once this new development is complete, several families can call this home. And for the people who already live here in Martindale Brightwood, developments like this can actually help to raise the property values around here, further benefiting the area.
The Ralston Hills townhomes are part of a long-term trend of new homes being built around here. The Martindale Brightwood Community Development Corporation says new housing projects increase homeownership opportunities and build generational wealth.
What the Martindale Brightwood neighborhood is experiencing is an influx of development and investment after decades of disinvestments. So within the past 5 to 10 years, there has been an increase in development, in just overall quality of life.
Longtime Martindale Brightwood resident Irvin McCoy says his community became safer in the last 10 to 15 years as new homes were built and existing homes were improved. He watched his neighbors' property values increase as everyone stepped up and took responsibility for their homes. Now, even more neighbors can move to the area once homes on Ralston Avenue are available to buy in late summer or early fall. In Martindale Brightwood, Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
All right, I am back with another construction update. 465 at US 31 on the north side of Indianapolis. Take a look at the traffic way back there. See it? That's because what we've been talking about now for about 3 weeks finally happened. This big closure as part of the Level Up 31 project. It happened overnight, Tuesday into Wednesday. So what does that mean? The ramps to get you from 465 in either direction onto northbound 31 have changed as you know it. You can still go northbound. There's just a workaround to get you that way instead. Now keep in mind, some of these closures are expected to be in place through the fall. This is a massive construction project, so we have some information, some maps to help you detour and get around at WTHR.com.
Still ahead on this Wednesday night, a chance to make some extra cash this summer.
We have the hundreds of opportunities awaiting Hoosiers this year to work at the Indiana State Fair. And also Colts QBs, the talk of today's off-season workouts.
Tonight we want you to hear from Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. That's ahead in 13 Sports. Rob?
And we are still tracking some scattered showers. We're going to watch those as they move out and then welcome this wonderful new pattern that's going to be on the way for at least a week.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And a summer camp created to support burn survivors.
We'll share some of the program's big success stories just this year ahead here at 6.